Hello and welcome. This is episode 141 of the Uncut Summer Series edition of Tiny Marketing. This episode is going to be a little bit different because I am introducing the Bestseller Experiment, a spinoff podcast. Enjoy. Hello. I am Sarah Noel Block, and welcome to Tiny Marketing, where I help small businesses grow without a big marketing team. But today's episode is a little different. This is your backstage pass to a brand new spin-off podcast I'm launching called the Bestseller Experiment. If you've ever wondered what happens when a professional marketer tries to write and sell fiction with zero audience, this is the podcast for you. So here's the deal. I recently wrote a contemporary romance novel under a totally brand new pen name. No crossover audience was allowed, no borrowed credibility, and no cheat codes. I wanted to know if I had to start from zero, would my tiny marketing strategies actually work for book marketing? Could I use everything that I've taught service providers and founders to sell a fiction book? So I built a plan, and I ran the experiments, and I documented everything. The good, the bad, and the definitely could have done that better. That's what the Bestseller Experiment is. Each season, we'll follow a launch, starting with my debut, which happened 10 days ago. And I'll walk you through which strategies I tested, what worked, even better than expected, what flopped, and some things did, and what I'm changing for the next book, which happens in October. It's not a course and it's not a highlight reel. I will also show you the dumpster fires of what absolutely bombed. It's a documented experiment in real-time fiction marketing. If you're a writer, an indie author, or even just curious about how marketing works when you're starting from scratch. So this would apply to you if you're launching a new business, launching a new podcast, launching anything without an audience. You're going to get a lot from this particular podcast. So let's talk numbers. My book launched 10 days ago, and here's what happened. I hit the top 10 in my category on Amazon with no ads. I've had sales every single day since launch. I've been featured in bookish media outlets. I've received 30 plus reviews with an average of 4.7 star rating. And yes, I already have pre-orders for the sequels. Hence, this is a season, and there will be another season when I launch the next book. All of that came from organic, strategic, zero audience marketing. No magic, just experiments, seeing what worked, and then cutting what didn't. Here's what you'll hear in the first season of the Bestseller Experiment. How I got my first 100 readers, what worked better than I expected. Spoiler alert, TikTok and partnerships was a big one. The strategies that completely flopped and why. How I got into bookish media outlets, the tools I use to plan and track everything, the aha moment I'm bringing into my next launch in October, and what resources I use to make this work. Of course, I'll take you along as I run the next round of experiments for book 2. This is going to be a seasonal podcast, meaning each book launch will have its own arc, experiments, results, lessons, and all. If you want to follow along and learn how a book launch really works, without the fluff, sign up right below in the show notes and get notified when the Bestseller Experiment drops. So season 1 is going to drop next month, and season 2 will drop in November because our next launch will be in October. So if you're already hooked, make sure to hit follow here. I will notify you on this podcast too when the Bestseller Experiment drops officially in July, and then again in October. So that is it for now, and I hope to see you next time. And I hope to see you over at the Bestseller Experiment. If you love the idea of the Bestseller Experiment, make sure to go to the show notes page and subscribe so you are the first to get notified when this season drops in July.